stranded in your town.
All right.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, welcome back to hashtag
Just saying.
And because we usually forget,
Yes.
Always do.
you can, for the audio folks, you can watch the first 40 on YouTube. For the YouTube folks, you can listen to the whole thing on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Amazon Music,
Yay.
Audible,
Yay.
Spotify.
Anchor.
Drop in and listen.
Nearly there. Nearly. Okay.
For free.
Well, it's for free.
now.
For free for now. As soon as we can figure out a way to change that, it's changing. I don't know. Maybe some of the older stuff will make people pay for. I don't know. So,
Yes.
guess what?
What?
I now have hot water.
Yay!
It's shiny.
It's shiny. Oh, the thing? Yeah. He said he was coming Monday. Things arose. So he
Arose.
came. He showed up on Wednesday.
All right.
On Saturday,
Trips to your mom.
on Saturday, I showered at my parents' house.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, Mommy.
On Sunday,
Yes.
nobody will be interested in this but me.
Did
but
Jay go to his birthday party?
he did.
Ooh.
Yes. He did, and I had a little bit of time to myself.
Oh,
Woo!
little bit.
I utilized that by playing God of War.
Nice.
I still have not beat it yet because I haven't had a ton of time to play. But anyway, Sunday.
Is it beatable or is it just keep
Oh
going?
yeah, it's beatable.
Oh, okay. Oh, like some games that just keep going and going.
Oh no.
Pitfall.
I know. You go till you decide.
It's not like I'm 5 feet away from this thing.
So I'm sorry. I mean
There you go. All right.
everybody's at the normal level. Though my dad complains, we have to turn the TV volume up. Hear ya.
Turn up your
So-
hearing aid.
Sunday.
Joking,
Put it on.
joking.
Turn on the hearing aid. Sunday I got caught up because I was trying to find an IPTV, which is an internet provider television.
All right. So a Roku TV?
No, something a little more out in the field, I guess we'll say.
More advanced?
More legal.
Oh.
I wanted more for my money.
I want more money.
Well, here's the thing. Saturday I went to watch the Giants game, and I watched the Giants game.
They win?
They did not.
Of course not.
They
So
didn't.
they're out.
They didn't win because I bought a playoff T-shirt.
Oh.
I am 100%.
Jinxed them.
I'm 100% that they didn't win because I bought the T-shirt.
Now, what number did you get on the T-shirt?
Oh, it just says New York Giants
Oh, those
playoffs
look like a
2020
jersey.
too.
Okay.
So I
That's
was
why.
having
That's the wrong year.
Yeah, I was having a bit of trouble because I don't have live TV service, a dedicated live TV service thing. Like, there's a few apps that I use, and they were having streaming difficulties.
Okay.
And then I got mad. I ended up subscribing to an app just so I could watch the game, and then I unsubscribed.
Right. That's how you do it.
Take that.
Yeah, well, this app that I said, okay, well, I'll subscribe to you. It's like $80 a month, and I went, nah.
Boo!
Yeah, oh, that's a professional boo.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that's good enough. So I was mad. I'm like, I'm not spending that kind of money. So I ended up finding an internet provider, and I am now paying $8 a month.
That's better.
What provider?
I can't say.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
We'll get
it's
sued.
yeah. I mean, I still have that, don't I?
You want to get sued?
It's and it's so funny too because they'll on a lot of these things they'll tell you like don't talk about it on YouTube, don't advertise.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, it's very similar. Like don't talk about it. I'd be happy to tell you off mic, but I can't.
Okay.
Off
So
mic
anyway,
discussion.
so I got that service, but
Why
I was
can't Mike know about it?
because Mike's a snitch. He's a snitch bitch. So
Whoa.
I know.
Freaky.
Sean's drinking Mountain Dew. I'm so proud.
Yeah. So aren't you?
I am. I'm drinking the
They're both
original
green ones.
original green here,
Yeah.
which is why you can see through it.
It's just an empty glass.
Yeah. You know what? It has my hopes and dreams in it. That's why it's all.
And sugar.
That's why it's fucking empty. So I was diddling around with that, and I didn't have time. So I was like, I looked at the clock, and I was like, oh no, I have to go. I have to head to my folks. And then I said, you know what? Because I was like, well, because I was running late, so I knew everybody was going to be there. I was like, I don't want to shower when everybody's there. That's weird. I don't know why. I felt weird about it. But I was like, that's weird. So I said, I'll shower. I wonder how cold the water really is. And I came up with a plan, too. I was like, I'll point the nozzle that way, and then it won't be directly on me. And then I'll just shower, take as much water, it's like, what is that? All of a twist, please, can I have some more? And then you just rinse off. So I tried to do it that way, and it was excruciatingly cold.
Damn.
And I was like, this is awful. I'm never doing this again. And it was like 8 seconds after I got in the shower, I realized it was a bad idea. And I'm like, I'm already committed because I'm in the shower already.
I'm picturing you like Will Ferrell and Elf. Splashing it up on you.
That's kind of what was happening. I was like, it's too cold. Monday, I mean, when you don't have hot water, you really tend to get creative. Yes, I had to get creative. So I took a thing of hot water and I heated it up in the stove, and then I microwaved a washcloth.
That's very creative.
I see? And I cleaned up that way. So that was my Monday.
Sponge bath.
Tuesday, I know. And I didn't even have a hot guy to do it for me either.
Sponge bath, square tower.
Yeah. So then Tuesday, I kind of did the same thing. And Wednesday, I was like, he's coming today, so I'm going to wait. And I'll shower on my lunch break.
Yeah.
So he showed up at 8:30 in the morning.
The first shower was
Yeah.
new hottie.
And he's like,
You christened it.
I did. And he goes, I'll be done by 11. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, that's perfect. Because my lunch is at 1:30. And,
So what did you do with the old one?
huh?
What did you do with the old one? You can take it? Or?
Oh, he took it away.
Oh, okay.
You
And
shot it.
Let me
I don't
tell
know,
you
like,
something.
put it out in the trash. And
He was so he's funny, right? Because he from the moment I told him about this, he was like, "Would you get that from?" I don't know. I don't want to disparage the store because I know a lot of people shop there. He's like, "You get that from this store?" And I was like, "I don't know. The guy who put it in got it for me." He's like, I don't buy stuff there. Just so you know." I'm like, that's fine. I don't care where you get it. And he's like, I'm not shopping there. I was like, I didn't tell you. You had to shop there. And
Lowe's?
he's like, yeah. He's like, all
Joe's gonna
right.
throw him under the bus.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
They're both the same. Home Depot, Lowe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's
So-
orange, one's blue.
So
Amazon.
he showed up and he came down. He took the old one out and he had to put a new exhaust thing on it because it's gas. And so he finished up and he knocked at the door and he's like, I need you to come downstairs. I want to show you some stuff. And I'm like, okay. So I come downstairs with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's so proud. He taps it. He's like, boom, boom, boom. See? It's industrial. It's not from Lowe's. And I was like,
Industrial.
yeah, it's an industrial one.
Whoa.
So I was like, cool, man. And he's like, if you apparently you're supposed to hook up a hose and empty it out into where your water pump would be,
Right.
once a year, and it helps get the muck at the bottom out. And that
Why would there be muck at the bottom?
well, because it
I'm just curious.
because it happens.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what do they call that? Sediment,
Okay.
and it rots out the tank.
Oh no.
So that's why my
Even
tank.
the industrial ones?
Even the industrial ones. So that's why my tank had rotted through and all the water was everywhere. So he's like, do that once a year. This will last you 10 years. And I'm like, cool. So then he couldn't make fun of that old water heater enough. He looks at this one and he goes, when he's explaining it to me, hook a hose up. He goes, yeah, you see that metal spigot down there? And I said, yeah. He goes, that's where you hook the hose up to. And I said, okay, cool. And he goes, your last one was cheap. It had plastic down there. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Lowe's.
I am so sorry.
This guy's angry.
So then he goes, he had to, my dad was right. Dad, you were right. Oh, applause. My dad was right.
That's all he gets.
That's all he gets. My dad was right. He had to pull permits because it's a gas thing. So he goes, I had to pull a couple permits to do this. And I said, oh, okay, cool. And he goes,
So he charge extra?
so it has to, no. And he goes, so it has to be inspected. The building inspector has to come, or some weird inspector has to come and inspect it. And I said, okay.
When's that going to happen?
Sometime this coming week. He goes, I'm going to give you a heads up when we're going to show up. He goes, but because I didn't have like a smoke alarm carbon detector down here, we used to, and it started chirping, and I was like, fuck that noise. And I just unhooked it.
Fuck that.
Fuck that noise.
I remember that story.
So the guy, so he goes, you need a smoke alarm carbon detector down here. He goes, or it's not going to pass inspection. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to get one of those.
Okay.
And he's like, just put it, I think it's over there. He's like, put it somewhere over here. He goes, and you'll be all set. And I was like, okay, cool. So I ordered one, and
Is
I
that
had
it right up there?
Yeah.
White with a red tag.
This is funny for the video.
Yeah, it's
Is
right
that
there.
it right
It's
there?
right there. Yeah, it's right over there.
Someday we'll show you the behind the scenes. It'll be a treat.
It's
It'll be
so
a treat.
it's so exciting. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Put it
yeah,
on
Jay,
Facebook
You'll be like,
page.
ooh.
Jay had that installed. Well, Jay installed it
Bloopers.
himself.
We should get bloopers.
Bloopers?
Yeah. Like,
We used to.
The whole show was a blooper. Why do you
damn, Tara.
Why do you want extra? So
you want more.
yeah. So that I'm just very happy to have hot water. I couldn't wait to shower. I couldn't wait for lunch.
Yeah. Like the hottest shower you ever. You're like, yeah.
What is it? Oh, it is the funny thing, right? This is the last little funny thing, right?
All right.
So, as he's explaining it to me, there's little settings on the tank. He goes, I set you at B. And I said, all right, no problem. He goes,
It'll be hot.
and he goes, that should be hot enough for you. And I was like, we'll see. Because
He's judging you.
I take very hot showers. Like, I walk out and I'm just pink and steaming. I don't feel
It's like
right.
salmon.
I don't feel right unless I've got third-degree burns. Right?
Damn.
So he goes, that should be hot enough for you. So I was like, I'll be the judge of that. And he goes, if it's not hot enough, you can go to C. And I was like,
How high does it go?
I said, we might be going to C.
Dumb to Z.
And he goes, but this is what he said. He goes, you can go to C. And I was like, yeah, we might be going there. And he's like, well, I've never had any complaints about B. And I'm like,
Plan B.
You've never met me. And then he goes, well, you can go to C, but don't go higher than that. And I was like, is there a higher setting than Z? Because I might want to go there.
Cook you like a lobster.
Yeah. Wait a minute. There it is.
Being boiled hurts.
Ah. Oh,
Bless you.
jeez. That's it.
All right. Bless you.
Stop it.
All right. So you got hot water.
So now I have hot water, yeah.
Did you put it to C?
I've not put it to C yet, but I did have to almost crank the shower all the way.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know. We might have to go to
Gonna
C.
need to go to C.
Well, Jay seems happy with where it is, and I'm like,
This
I
would be a
don't-
good
Yeah, but
time
you
to
overruled
decide.
Jay.
I don't know if I can live with it.
This would be a good time to decide because you can change it before we go out when we end the show.
You could outvote him, you and Nikki.
Excuse me. All right. Are you happy with your water pressure? No. I need to go to C.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the pressure. That changes the
No,
temperature.
I know. I'm just being weird.
Is the pressure good? What do you got, like a special?
It wasn't when he first installed it because you had the air in the lines.
Right, it bleed it out.
So I had to turn on all the. It was funny too because it reminded me of the Money Pit
Yeah.
when I'm just gonna have a cough drop now because something triggered.
The water
me.
have
Oh,
legs?
yeah. It like it. Remember when they first turned on the water and you hear like the pipes banging and then it starts like spitting out?
Looks like
That's what
mud.
happened. Yeah. Yeah, and it was brown when it first came out too.
That's industrial.
Yeah, it's industrial.
That is money pit water.
That's bee sitting right there.
We're done in 2 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks.
oh boy.
It's done in 2 hours.
Woo wee. So
Where'd the audio go?
now I have it's right here.
Hi.
You can't hear anything?
No.
I can hear perfectly fine.
What is it with you?
Wiggle your wire.
Wiggle your wire.
Wiggle it
How's that?
just a little bit.
Nothing?
See you wiggle.
I don't know why.
There you go.
doing that now.
Hey,
Yeah, I hear you now.
and we're back.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
That's weird.
Excuse me. Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee.
So I don't know what happened. Dust, cold. It's cold as shit down here.
All right, I'm fine.
I am cold.
Huh?
It's okay.
It's all right.
Everybody's different.
You can go first.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No problem. This is a treat.
Yeah, I found
A
out.
treat?
Yeah.
I found out yesterday
Yesterday.
they are doing a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're going to start filming on March 6th of
Nice.
this year
All right.
because they want to get it out December 20th of this year.
Really?
They're shooting for December 20th.
Yes.
Damn.
They got the first one out within a year. They
That's
can do
bold.
it again.
Yeah, but then it got delayed because of COVID. Like it was done, and we had to
Well,
wait.
this one, yeah, but
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
referring to 84.
They must.
Oh.
They must already have a script. Because
They already
you,
got a cast.
you start filming in March. Well,
Yeah.
obviously they have a script and they start filming.
Right.
You're looking at a few months to shoot,
You need a few
so they'll
months
be
for
done
the
by May
effects,
or June. The effects,
The score.
well, hopefully he's working on that while they're doing everything
should be.
else.
I don't know.
They can get whoever's doing
Yeah.
it the proof of the film, and he can.
Sure, it's December this year.
Yep.
That's
Damn.
insane.
Oh, well.
That's a really tight production.
Good luck, Jason.
I
Oh,
know.
That's the other thing.
So-
So that's the dates. They're going to start March 6th.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a sequel to The Afterlife.
Correct.
Gil Keenan is directing.
Okay.
I have no idea. Remember, I don't got Wi-Fi yet, so I don't know who's who out there in TV or movies. But Gil
I got
Keenan,
Wi-Fi. I don't know if that guy is.
he's going to direct, and Jason Reitman is going to co-write. So he's not directing this one.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All right.
Um,
Still the same cast.
right. So far, they got Paul Rudd and Carrie Coon ready to reprise their roles.
Right.
She was the little girl.
She was the mom.
Oh, so the little girl's not in it?
Most likely, they're gonna reprise their roles, the kids,
Hmm.
but it's not official yet.
Finn.
Okay.
Going to IMDb, this takes place after the events in Oklahoma. The Ghostbusters team returns to where it all started, New York City. The
Nice.
Spengler family story continues with a new group of Ghostbusters, led by Winston Zedmore and Ray Stantz.
Nice. Yeah, there was a post-credit scene at the end of
Yeah.
Ghostbusters with Winston.
Hmm.
Nice.
I see.
Jason Reitman recently tweeted out,
Who you gonna
quote,
call?
not me.
Huh.
He tweeted out, last time we saw Ecto 1, it was driving back into Manhattan, home of the Ghostbusters. That's where the story begins.
All right.
Okay.
And also, a new animated series is in works and production,
Really?
continuing the Spengler's family story.
Oh.
Recruited Chris Parnitsky and Jennifer Kluska to direct, and Brenda something. I can't. Brenda. Is that why?
I don't know. I can't read
I
your
use script when I type this, so it looks like it's cursive.
breath. Okay.
All right, someone named Brenda is working on the script.
Good job, Brenda.
Brenda, somebody.
Word is Netflix will carry the show with Sony Pictures Animation handling production.
See, I heard about the animated series, and I thought it was going to be like the Ghostbuster cartoon from the 80s.
I'd be down for that.
And I'm kind of disappointed that it's not.
Why would it?
I mean,
We're so
Is-
used to what we grew up with. That's what we want.
is it
We
so...
want an updated version of that.
I mean, like, is that the only angle that they have now is following the Spengler family?
Seems like it. I'm sure, at least with the animated series, you can go anywhere.
What happened to little Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh, right. That, whose
baby.
kid was that? Sigourney Weaver's kid, yeah. Oscar.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Maybe we won't.
Because I think
And,
they're,
what
they're
about,
set to come back too.
Lewis.
Look who we're talking about.
Poor Rick Moranis.
He never wants to come back.
Yeah, you
He
never,
got-
We as fans want him to come back.
you never know.
We want to see Lewis again, but
Sign a petition.
Rick
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to unless it's Honey, I Shrunk Myself in for the 20th time.
He got jumped in New York
What?
like a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
somebody
then the
probably asked him,
internet-
"You gonna do another one?" He said no. And he beat
No.
the shit out of
He
him.
got jumped. And
Yeah.
the internet went crazy trying to find the guy who jumped him. Like, how dare you touch Rick Moranis?
He's a goddamn legend. The last time I saw him, he was with Ryan Reynolds in that commercial for the phone.
Oh, that Mint Mobile
He's like,
thing?
hey, it's Rick Moranis. He's like, hey guys,
Ah!
I got a cell phone. It's like, thanks.
Hi, guys. I got a cell
Hey
phone.
guys,
I'm still around.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, Rick Moranis. I was like, wow. I think it was on the Super Bowl.
what?
I think it was on the Super Bowl last year. There was a commercial. It was Rick. It was Ryan and Rick.
Oh,
I
okay.
think, or some big event, and they had like a special commercial. I was like, wow,
It's probably some Canadian thing.
probably.
Curling? The best of curling. And here comes the super commercial. It's just that I mean the Super Bowl used to have
Yeah.
really cool commercials.
Used to.
And now they all want to make you cry.
Yeah, for like the past 8 years.
It's like, oh, you should have insurance because look what happens. It's like, oh, thanks. Now I'm crying.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Oh, I hate liberty. Oh,
Doug.
I'm almost ready to ask them to sponsor us.
I'll take their money, but I don't want their fucking jingle on this thing. Oh, they're horrible. And their commercials are shit.
It's on almost everything I bring up.
Yeah, on
To watch
YouTube.
during
They're all
work.
over. They're all over YouTube.
Goodness.
So among YouTube's horrible flaws is the fact that you can't, like, please don't ever show me another Liberty commercial again.
I didn't see that in the settings.
It definitely isn't in the settings, no.
I'll see that like 3 out of 5 times. The Liberty one.
Oh, for me, it's always Liberty. It's like,
Or flow with progressive.
I don't remember the last time I saw a progressive commercial.
Yeah, seen it all the time.
No. Well, they're giving you all the progressives. I get all the fucking
Oh, the
liberties.
switch.
Yes.
But anyway.
What's your second one? We're gonna say that for later.
2.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's his name, Tara? Alan.
Alan Tudyk.
Yep. He landed the role of Optimus Prime.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's an actor whose face and voice can be found in more than 100 different movies and TV shows. Recounted the tale as his casting as the beloved hero Optimus Prime in the latest Transformers series, Transformers Earthspark.
Really?
In an interview with FX magazine, he confessed that at first he did not realize that he had been cast as the heroic leader of the Autobots in the new Paramount Plus series, Transformers Earthspark, which premiered on the streaming service in late 2022. He said that the day he learned of the casting, quote, I got an email asking if I wanted to do it. I read it, and my brain rejected the idea. Oh, wrong. Should have had this guy do it.
I do it for free.
See? He continued to rationalize it, saying, quote, I saw Prime, and I was like, oh, right.
Oops, sorry.
There are other Primes. I'll probably have like 2 lines in an episode. alternate primes that he imagined might be planning Optimus Prime and Amazon Prime.
Ah! Bum bum.
His first day on the job as Optimus Prime. When it came time to record for his new Prime role, he recalled, quote, I started working on it and saw that all the lines in the script that were highlighted were Optimus. I freaked out. When asked why, he laughed, claiming that he was more of an, quote, uncomfortable Prime or indecision Prime than that of Optimus. In the end, though, he said, quote, we really had a blast. I came in, worked on it, and we really had a good time. He described on how he felt taken on the mantle of Optimus Prime, remarking, quote, the first time I got to say, Autobots, roll out. I got chills, literally chills.
Oh.
But he could not resist, landing another joke, adding, quote, and then they turned up the heat, and then we continued the session.
All right.
Among many of his screen credits, he has already been in a live-action Transformers installment in 2011's Dark of the Moon, which he played the character of Centennial. Is that it? Centennial Prime? Mentor to
Sentinel.
Optimus.
Sentinel Prime.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Tentacles.
Yeah,
Tentacles.
NT.
Testicles.
The actor is known for fan-favorite performances in Firefly, A Knight's Tale, and Sayin.
He was in Star Wars.
Is he?
Yeah,
He was the voice of one of the robots.
yeah.
I didn't say that here. No. And he was nominated for an Emmy for his lead role in the series Con Man. He has had a prolific career as a voice actor, working alongside actors like Will Smith in iRobot and Felicity Jones in Rogue One.
Yeah, that's the Star Wars.
Oh.
Rogue One.
He has
A lot of
voiced,
people didn't. I like that movie.
he has voiced many animated characters, including Duke in Frozen, several characters in Ice Age, and the King Candy in Wreck-It Ralph.
All right. Yeah,
Transformers
Rogue One
Earth-
takes place between 3 and 4.
Cool. And Transformers Earthspark is streaming now on Paramount Plus.
All right.
That's all that gets.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Good job, Sean.
All right. Yeah. See, I read that better than I can talk now.
Nah.
And I was just about to say I read that better than other stuff I read on here.
Good job.
You alright?
Ugh.
Need a minute, do you?
Got to refuel?
Need a minute?
Yeah.
Just breathe.
All right. All right.
Yep.
My turn? All right. So last Friday, on my way home from here, I got stopped at the railroad crossing in my town. You know, waiting for the train to go by. I look to my left. On the sidewalk, there's a guy recording the train on his phone. You know, once it goes through, he's like, yeah! Woohoo! I'm like, this guy's all excited for the freaking commuter rail. I'm like,
Butte clogging the butte.
so that was weird. That was last
There
Friday.
are people who are way into trains,
I
man.
guess. That was really weird.
There are some people who like the dings and stuff for the doors and all this other stuff. Like they just
All
go crazy.
aboard!
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this guy was way into it. That was Friday. Over the weekend, 36 school buses in Connecticut got their catalytic converters stolen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Zoinks.
It's easy to do a bus. Just crawl either.
I guess. Yeah.
Crazy.
You heard it here. That's
What
how
do
you
they?
do it.
What would they do? Like resell the catalytic converter?
You can cash them in for money.
Oh.
Because there's precious metals in catalytic converters.
Ooh dear.
that are worth,
Cha-ching.
you know, nickel, palladium, and all sorts of shit. So it's all profit. Go in there and cut it
If you
off.
steal it, it's all profit.
5-finger discount. That happened over the weekend. All right. Flash forward now.
Okay.
Thursday.
That's a very big
I
forward.
know.
That's a big flash.
Nothing happened, during a couple of days.
Okay.
Until Thursday. Thursday, I wake up, my basement's flooded. Yeah.
You cursed him.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
So, I have a sub pump, but it couldn't handle all the rain because it was way too much damn rain.
Yeah, we got a lot of
So,
rain.
it was up to my ankle in water.
Go for a swim.
I was going to try my new bathing suit, but I was like,
My trunks.
So, it's pumping out,
Speedos.
it's been going, past couple days, pumping out. But
I
it's almost down.
I'm curious now, so
No damage.
okay, well that's always good.
Because I got stuff like on wooden pallets.
Okay.
I put all this the washer, the dryer,
The butcher, the baker, the canister maker.
got a freezer down there. Everything's up high, so nothing got damaged. Just wet floor. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Now, I was wondering because your mom likes to put those papers down for the mice. So I was like, how many mice went down when it
I don't
flooded? Just these little mice,
I didn't see any.
See one doing the backstroke.
with the paper. Gee.
Remember that episode of Tom and Jerry where he turned on all the water and then froze it? So he had
I love that episode,
like
and
an
he
ice
ice
skating
skates, and he uses the Jello to get the lights, and he's and the Jello spins around. It's different lights. I love that episode. It's one of my favorites.
ice skating. That was Thursday.
Okay.
Also on Thursday, I'm at work, working on a car. Needs a headlight. So I ordered a headlight from Napa. I'm waiting. They finally deliver it. But he's like, here you go, a big giant box. I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, I ordered a headlight. He's like, they told me to deliver this big box.
No.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, I've been waiting an hour for this freaking bulb. So I opened the box. Inside the box was another box. Inside that box was another box.
Oh,
Inside that, another box.
the Russian nesting dolls of headlights.
Inside that, the fucking light bulb. I'm like, are you kidding me? Not a time to be playing a prank. And I got the customer waiting for their car to be done.
Christine's mom did that to her,
I'm like,
her son on Christmas with one of the gifts.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of funny.
This driving him nuts is awesome.
It's kind of funny. You're like, there better be a bulb when I get to the bottom of
you,
this.
Napa. They're going to get theirs. like my coworker's like, we're going to get them back. I'm like, all right, good.
Oh.
I don't know
Send
what
them
we're
back
gonna
a
do.
thank you card in the same way. Thank you.
Envelope and an envelope and an envelope and a manila folder.
Here's your money.
All in
And
pennies.
send them Monopoly money or something. That was yesterday.
Okay.
Today, I don't know why, I was watching The Price is Right.
Why?
I don't know, it's a
Have
good
you
show.
seen Drew Carey
And-
lately?
Yeah, he looks
Oh
like,
my
he looks like he's
God.
homeless.
Wow,
Ooh.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so, and the people on there, they get all excited when they win that free car. And I'm thinking, it's not fucking free.
No.
You got to pay the sales tax on it, excise tax. You got to pay to register and insure it. You got to pay to ship it to your house,
Yeah.
across country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah.
And they're $20,000, $30,000 cars. People are like, yeah. And there was
Yeah.
one dude that did a bid $1. $1. Drew.
It still
He
works.
didn't win.
It still works.
I love that strategy.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going to bet a buck.
What was the last bid? 800. 801.
Oh.
Fuck you.
$1.
Retail price.
You
900.
win. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
They got some weird ass games on there. I still got the Plinko, but
I haven't seen Prices Right since the Bob Barker days.
I didn't see the.
Oh, the
the-
Yoleu, the little
going up the
fucking-
mountain. They didn't have that anymore.
That thing creeped me out when I was little.
I used to like that little guy.
Oh, I hated that.
the little
Scared
hiker.
me. He was a creepy little shit.
And the audience, it's because of COVID, it's cut down. It's 2 or 3 people per a table.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They
That's
pan,
weird.
come on down. He's right there. They got these weird ass prizes. One was a 3D printer for your computer. Why would you?
All right, give me.
It's weird.
I'd take a 3D
Yeah.
printer. They're
One was
very
a
expensive.
shoe warmer. Put your shoes on and dries your shoes off.
Why not?
I'm
These
like,
are odd prizes.
Yeah,
Well, you are getting floods, Joe. You could use one of those.
could have. One guy he got a motorcycle. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. Motorcycle.
Again, something you'd have to pay extra for.
Yeah, trip to Philadelphia.
They used to be paying me to come to Philadelphia. Fuck Philadelphia. I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, you do.
I don't even have a thing. I don't even have a thing.
I just want to see the Rocky statue in person and run up and down the stairs once. That's it. You know, I know I'm not going to make it. Yeah, that's how I'm going to sound halfway up.
Not a finger!
I'll be laying halfway. I'll make it. Give me a minute.
So now I'm just hoping that San Fran can beat the Eagles because I do not want Philadelphia in the Super Bowl.
No.
Tired.
Speaking of football,
They don't deserve it. You know?
Tom Brady's going to be a free agent come March. He has two choices: retire or go to another team. What do you think he's going to do?
I think he's going to go to another team.
And which team?
I think he's going to retire, then come out of retirement again. And
Well-
Gronk's going to be with them, holding hands.
There are a lot of NFL teams that could use a decent quarterback. I guess it all depends on where he wants to go.
I think he's going to come back to New England for one more season, and
I don't think that will be possible.
well, we'll see.
We will see, but I am on record. I do not think that would be possible.
Did you hear about the movie that he's in?
What movie?
No.
80
Oh,
for,
with all those old ladies.
Yeah.
Lily Tomlin and
80 for Brady.
Ew.
It's Lily
Sally
Tom-
Field's one of them.
Lily Tomlin, Annette Bening. I don't know,
Yeah.
somebody. Bunch of old like.
So, older actresses.
Carol Burnett. Is it Carol Burnett?
No.
Older actresses are
Yeah,
just hanging off of Tom Brady.
Jane Fonda's one of them.
Jane Fonda. I saw the trailer.
Four best friends live life to the fullest when they embark on a wild trip to see their hero Tom Brady play in the 2017 Super Bowl.
It was like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't that the one they lost?
oh,
Oh!
Jane Fonda, Sally Field, Rita Moreno, and Tom Brady. Top cast.
okay.
Well,
I only know this because I went to the movies with Christine on Tuesday to see Megan.
How was it?
Slow,
wasn't it?
slow paced but creepy.
Yeah.
It's like today's modern version of Chucky, but
Yeah.
what they did with her was good.
Now, kind of like Annabelle, like the doll.
Better.
Well, better than Annabelle. All right.
Like Annabelle, but
well,
more like Chucky.
from what I gathered from the trailer, because Sean said, I
Watch
went
the
and saw
trailer.
this movie, and I was like, I've never heard of it. And he was like, just watch the trailer. So I went and watched the trailer. And
Yeah.
it seems like this robot that was built to keep this girl either company or keep her safe or something.
Basically, keep her off watching YouTube and her phone.
Good luck.
'Cause
So Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's today's Teddy Ruxpin.
I guess because it was more robotic. But I don't
And she
know.
kills all her friends.
I mean, the
He was
trailer.
mean to you. I'm gonna kill him.
The trailer kind of implied
Yeah.
that it did not like people around her. So
the girl's aunt works at a toy company,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and she was making this Megan project on the side because there's an idea that she wanted to eventually bring up.
Oh,
see that? All these things go astray.
that's right.
I don't want to say much. That's why I'm kind of tiptoeing around it.
Right. You don't want
Technology
You
turns
don't want
on
to
you.
ruin the movie.
Right.
Technology turns on you.
It does.
I was on the phone with the doctor office, and she was like trying to do something. She's click, click, click. And she's like, this damn thing. And I said, I know, right? And she's like, oh, and I said, they're supposed to help you, computers.
Yeah.
Supposed to make life easy. Said maybe,
Technology.
Nope.
mm.
Well, how was your doctor's appointment this week? Uh-oh. Do tell. How many?
I only had one this week.
Oh, nice.
So-
You're cutting back.
Yeah, well.
Cutting down.
So what was supposed to happen
Cut it out.
is I was supposed to go to the back doctor and have an MRI of my back.
All right.
I've had multiple MRIs. I've had 2 of my back.
All right.
I'm not claustrophobic. I'm telling you all that up front. And they ask you too. They're like, "Are you claustrophobic?" I'm like, "No." So they ask you all these questions like, "Do you have a pacemaker?" No. "Do you, this and this?" No. And then the last question she asked me, and I started laughing, and she did not appreciate my laughter. But she looked at me and she goes, "Do you have anything in your body that you weren't born with?" And I started laughing.
Personality?
And I said, "Well, I'm a very light sleeper, so I don't think so." And she was like stared at me. I was like, "Okay."
Like a prosthetic leg or something.
Like,
Or like a metal plate in your head.
I guess. So
Over here?
I'm like, I got nothing. My hair ain't gonna look right, Clark. So I go in the thing. Now, if you've never had an MRI, basically you lay on this very thin, it's like a conveyor belt. You lay down, and then and then they push a button, and you go into the little tunnel.
Do you have your card?
And the problem
I
that
had to do this when I went into the hospital recently.
the problem that a lot of people have with it is the tunnel, like the wall of the tunnel is this close to you.
You feel like you're in a capsule.
Yeah, and
It's
Basically,
loud.
are in a capsule.
Isn't it loud? Like,
it's very loud. I got ear.
So did I.
They gave me ear things, and then they gave me these ear muffy things. And then they put something around my head because they didn't want me to move my head at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put
you
stuff
were
so that
restrained?
pretty much. And then they put
Strapped
stuff.
in like a mental patient?
They put stuff so that I
Almost.
wouldn't move. And I mean, they don't want you to roll over or anything. Not as if there's room to do that. So
No wiggle room.
the problem that I incurred with this is that of all the MRIs I've ever had, I've never gone in head first. And when I lay down on this thing, I went in head first. And I was like, no. So I got to about my waist, and they give you a panic button. And I immediately start, I'm hammering the panic button. So they pull me out. Now, bearing in mind I had earplugs, ear muffs, and something else around my head, so I can't hear them. And it's weird when you hear yourself when your ears are blocked. So I went, no.
No.
And they're looking at me and they're like, what? And I'm like, no. I'm like, thumbs down, no. And she goes, are you okay? And I went, no. So I composed myself and I was like, I said, I've never gone in head first and this has never happened before. So I said, let's do it again. We got it done.
All right.
So I lay back on the conveyor belt. I go back in.
How long did it take?
About 15,
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes I had to
Yeah.
lie there. So this
Damn.
time I decided I'm going to close my eyes. Right? So I'm going to close my eyes. and
Nap
just
time.
relax. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could fall asleep anywhere. So I'm like,
Driving?
close my eyes. I just sit.
All right.
I couldn't do it knowing that it was so close, that I was so packed in. I felt like if I exhaled, I would hit the top of the tube.
Damn.
And I've never been in that. I've never gone in that way before, and I didn't like it. And I started to have a panic attack. My hands started to shake. So I hit the button again, and they pull me out. And I sat up.
almost done. What do you want?
No. I wasn't even in all the way. And I immediately sat up, and the room is spinning, and my hands are shaking, and I'm sweating. And she goes, oh, you're not all right. And I went, no, I'm not all right. And I take all that shit off so I can hear.
What?
And I said, I was like, I'm having a panic attack. I was like, I can't do this. I said, that's never happened before. And she goes, okay. And I said,
Try spinning around to her feet first.
their machine is, I had said that. I said, I've never gone in head first. I said, can we switch it? And she goes, this is how we do it. And I'm like, all right, Montel, I can't do it this way. So I'm done. So she goes, you're gonna have to go somewhere else to have it done the way that you need it done. And I said, okay. So I had to reschedule it, and I was really,
of a day.
it really was, because I was really pissed because I have another MRI that's scheduled, and I cannot cancel that one.
Okay.
And this particular MRI for the back, I was really looking forward to having my back straightened out. And I had an appointment with the back doctor after the MRI, so I had to call his office the next day and say,
I'm sorry.
And say, I did apologize.
so
I was
sorry.
like, I said, listen, I'm sorry, but I have to reschedule because I had a panic attack in the MRI machine. And she's like, oh, okay. And I said, so it's rescheduled. So can I see the doctor after? And she's like, yeah, now I got to wait like 3 weeks. So I'm kind of pissed.
Damn.
So after that, I called the hospital because that's where the other MRI is taking place.
All right.
And I said, listen,
Do you guys do feet first?
well, I called and I said, listen, I need to cancel this, I think. And she said, why? And I said, because I went to have one last night and I had a full-blown panic attack. I was like, that's never happened before. I said, and I can't go, my head can't be in there. So she looks it up and she goes, well, because this particular one is just for my abdomen. So she's like, well, it's only your abdomen. You won't go in the tunnel all the way. And I said, are you sure? And she goes,
I want this in writing.
she goes, I promise you won't go in all the way. And I said, listen, if I can't do it if I have to. I can't do it. I said, so
Right.
I said, as long as we stop at my shoulders.
Right. And you
I'm
can scan
good.
the back that way too.
Yeah, I wish. So I said, I can only go in up to my shoulders. I was like, I can't, my head can't be in there. And she's like, nope, just your abdomen, I promise. So I was like, all right. I said, I'm willing to believe you.
What if they give you like anesthesia, you fall asleep, then put
They don't normally give you anesthesia for an MRI.
No, like, well, because of your thing, to
Well,
get it done.
they have different MRI machines.
Okay.
So basically what's happening is I have to go to a special place and have
There's
it
a
done.
special place.
The special place is a, what is it, Shields? And they have MRIs for claustrophobic people, even though I'm not claustrophobic. And it's more open.
Okay.
It's sort of like a ring. So you just go in, and it's like, oh, here I am.
Here I am. Look at me.
Right where I belong. So
Okay.
I was able to keep the appointment. So I'm happy about that because I was like, I'm going to have to figure out how to get it done because I can't. This is one I can't postpone because I've been waiting a while because my doctor was trying to get it done in Boston, and Boston was moving too slow. So my doctor was like, I'm going around them. I was like, okay. So now it's at the hospital. I'm thrilled. Positively thrilled.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, next week. Next week I have the MRI that I was supposed to have this week, and the gastric guy. So it's just those are my only two.
Damn.
And then that Saturday I have the MRI at the hospital. It should be buckets of fun. And since I have the MRI at the hospital and it's late in the afternoon, Sean, I can't do anything else that day.
Yes, you can.
Nothing else can happen.
Nope.
Okay, so
We're proving one thing, though.
what?
Like, between all of us,
Yeah.
and our doctor's appointments,
Mm-hmm.
the older you get, the more you go see doctors.
I was talking to a friend of mine on the
I
phone
give up
today.
on doctors.
I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone today, and we hit medical things, and we were talking medical shit for about 20 minutes. And I was like, this is our age now.
Yep.
This is what we do.
This is our life now.
This is what we do.
We're in that part of the life.
And I'm
Get
disgusted.
up, go to the doctors, come home.
My
Get-
body at some point after 45 has decided to betray me. Very slowly, but surely.
All right, guys, we're done.
Yeah, it's like, shit.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Peace.
And I'll
So-
be 46 in a month and a half.
So,
So,
we had a winner last week.
we did.
But
It was Coneheads.
I did not follow up with Joseph, so unfortunately, the prize just got sent out.
All right. Be
So,
patient.
I apologize.
The gift card is en route.
It is on route. So do you have a new quote?
I do have a new quote.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready,
I
Sean?
think so. I'm ready.
Ready.
All right.
I love when he has to wind himself up.
He
He's
memorizes
like,
it
"All
on
right."
the way over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
Like as I'm driving,
Rehearsal.
I'm like,
Rehearsal.
Oh, go
Hang
ahead.
on, hang on.
Oh.
Okay, so now
All
we,
right, are you
we fix
ready?
that. I'll have to edit all that out. Crap
Let it
out.
all out. Oh, Miss Perkins, I'm afraid your membership at the Continental has been revoked. Comment below.
Ooh. I have no idea what that is.
It's a good one. After that, she dies.
Well, Perkins is fucked then, huh? All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We don't see you through the week. We'll see you through the window. Watch out for those MRI tunnels.
Have a great weekend.
Have a good everything. Join us in the audio pod for my movie review. Wonder what it could be.